Welcome to the volume number 3 of Speed, Time and Distance. Now in this particular video, we are going to discuss about some advanced questions on speed, time and distance. We know we have already discussed about the conceptual understanding of the speed, time and distance, and we also did some basic examples or the basic concept on the time, speed and distance. Now we are going to discuss about some advanced questions. Now why it is called advanced? Because advanced in a way where you are not going to give a speed of one train and a distance covered by one train or a time required by one train. Here we are going to discuss about the moving objects, and that too not one but two objects. So basically there are two trains which are running maybe in the same direction or maybe in the opposite direction. If it is running in the same direction, then we know the relative speed how to find out. When it is running in the opposite direction, and then we know how to find out the relative speed. In this type of example, they will tell you at what time they meet. Now when they meet, how much they have covered the distance. That is what they are going to ask you. Or how much time is required that two trains will meet each other. So this is another type of questions that you are going to deal with. The same question but a little bit of difference, where a thief and a police scenario will be given. A thief is running at a particular speed and the police is going to chase the thief at a particular speed, maybe more than the thief. And then they will ask you that how long it will take to catch the thief, or how much distance they traveled in a particular time period. So these are the type of questions that we are going to deal with in this particular session. So let us start our session. What are the learning objectives? Basically we deal with the problem of two moving trains or two objects. Find out the difference between two stations. So station A and station B. You need to find out the distance of these two stations. Or when A is traveling at a particular speed and B is traveling at a particular speed, when they meet each other, then they will ask you, find out how much kilometer A is running when they meet to B from station A. So that is another variety of questions. So basically the question is revolved around either to find out a time or a speed or a distance. These are the three variables and any one variable you need to find out. So you have to read the questions very carefully. Whatever is given in the example, you have to write down whatever is given and what is missing, and then you have to find out the missing part. When we are talking about when two trains are going to meet each other, the same scenario, but they will convert this scenario very systematically, very logically, and instead of two trains, they say one police and one thief, and they are running at a particular speed. So how long a police is going to take to catch the thief? So that is another type of questions that we are going to deal with. Let us start at question number 1. In question number 1, let's say two trains moving towards each other at a speed of 36 kilometers per hour and 42 kilometers per hour. They meet each other. When they meet each other, it was found that one train ran 48 kilometers per hour more than the other train. Then find out the difference of speed between the two trains. So whatever the information is given, I am going to put that information for your understanding, and I am going to put some pictures. So the logic behind the questions is very important, and it is easy for you to understand. So let's say step 1. Let us write down the given information. Two trains moving towards each other. Towards each other means opposite to each other. So direction is opposite direction. So train A, which is running at 36 kilometers per hour, and train B, which is running at 42 kilometers per hour. So we are writing the speed of the train. The train runs faster, might have traveled 48 kilometers more than train A. So this train B is a faster train, right? So now you have to assume, let's say this is train A, which is running as x kilometers per hour, because no information is given about the distance, and train B, which is running at 48 kilometers per hour, and it covers a distance which is 48 kilometers more than the distance of A. So we assume the distance of A is x kilometer. So distance travelled by B is x plus 48 kilometers. So far as the time is concerned, both the train runs same time. Therefore, the time is same and distance travelled is different, because one train is travelling x kilometers, another train which is travelling 48 kilometers more than the x, so x plus 48. Now we know the equation of the distance is speed into time. So here we need to find out the time. So time is equal to distance divided by speed. So one train is covering x kilometers, another train is covering 48 kilometers more than train A, so x plus 48. Now train A is running at 36 kilometers per hour, and train B, which is running at 42 kilometers per hour. So here I found out the LCM, which is coming to 252. Now when I multiply 36 with 7, then it is 242, so it is 7x. And I am multiplying 42 with 6, that it comes to 252, so it is 6. So 6x plus 48. So 7x is equal to 6x minus 288, so x is equal to 288. We need to find out x plus 40. We need to find out x plus 40. So 288 plus 40, 48 kilometer more, so 336. So what is the total distance travelled by both the train? The first train, which is x, which is 288, and another train B, which is faster, which is covering 48 kilometer extra, so this is 336. So total they travelled 624 kilometers. Next, two trains from New York to Newark start at 8 a.m. with a speed of 77 kilometers per hour and 88 kilometers per hour respectively. They are running opposite to each other. Both the trains cross each other at 10 a.m. Then what is the distance between New York and Newark railway station? So let's say both the trains start at 8 a.m. This is New York and this is Newark. The New York train is running at 77 kilometers per hour and Newark train is running at 88 kilometers per hour. Both the trains meet each other at 10 a.m. means it start at 8. This is also start at 8. So when they meet, after 2 hours they meet. So speed of this train, Newark train, is 77 into 2, it is 154, and this is 88 into 2, so it is 176. But what is the speed of the train? Because they are moving in the opposite direction. They are moving in the opposite direction. Therefore, we are adding to speed. So their speed is 156. Now, distance is 256 multiplied by 2, that is 2 hours, so 312. Two trains ran from Ahmedabad to Bombay at 10 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. The speed of the train is 60 kilometers and 75 kilometers respectively. Now both the trains are going towards Bombay, from Ahmedabad. Train A, which is running at 60 kilometers and started at 10 a.m. in the morning. Train B, which is running at 75 kilometers per hour, and it starts at 10:30 after half an hour from train A. And we know they are moving in the same direction. The relative speed will be 60 kilometers minus 75 kilometers. It is 15 kilometers. Now we know the equation when they meet each other is distance 1 plus distance 2 divided by the relative speed. Now what is distance 1? Let's say the train which is running at 10 a.m. in the morning, it is running half an hour. So in half an hour with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, so in half an hour that train is going to cover 30 kilometers. Now train B is going to cover up 30 kilometers with a relative speed. So 30 kilometers and the relative speed will be 15 kilometers because they are running in the same direction. So 60 minus 75, that is minus 15, but the speed can never be minus, so we assume it is 15 and we put it in a modulation. So it is 2 hours. Now 10:30 another train start, and after 2 hours that train is going to cross the first train. So 10:30 plus 2 hours, so that is 12:30 p.m. that train is going to catch the another train. Next question, Yanbu at Rabik railway station is 110 kilometers away from each other. So let's say this is Yanbu railway station and this is Rabik railway station, and the distance from Yanbu to Rabik is 110 kilometers. Now one train is going to start at 7 a.m. in the morning with a speed of 20 kilometers per hour from Yanbu railway station. Another train which is going to start from Rabik railway station at a speed of 25 kilometers at 8 a.m. after 1 hour, and they are running in the opposite direction, and we know when it is in opposite direction the relative speed is speed 1 plus speed 2. So 20 kilometers plus 25 kilometers is 45 kilometers. So first train start at 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. So in 1 hour this train has covered up a distance of 20 kilometers, and we know the total kilometer is 110, and already this train has covered 20 kilometers. So now 90 kilometers. So for 90 kilometers and with a relative speed of 45, so exactly at 2 hours they meet each other. It means at 8 a.m. this train is going to start. After 2 hours means at 10 a.m. they will cross each other or they will meet each other. Next question, a train is heading from Delhi to Amritsar. So this is a train 1 which is from Delhi to Amritsar, and it is going to Amritsar, and it is going to start at 2:45 p.m. at a speed of 50 kilometers. Another train from Amritsar, it is going to Delhi at 1:35 p.m. with a speed of 60 kilometers, and they are going in an opposite direction. And we know when there is an opposite direction the relative speed will be speed 1 plus speed 2. So it is running at 100 kilometers per hour in an opposite direction. But Amritsar train is started first at 1:35 and this train is started at 2:45. So Amritsar train is running 1 hour plus 10 minutes extra. So in 1 hour plus 10 minutes, so 10 divided by 60, so 1 upon 1 upon 6, so 7 upon 6 hours the Amritsar train is starting first. So in 7 upon 6 hours with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, So Amritsar train is covering 70 kilometers till 2:45. Now we know the total distance from Amritsar to Delhi is given 510 kilometers, and already the Amritsar train has covered 70 kilometers. So the remaining kilometers that both the train is going to travel is 440 kilometers after 2:45 p.m. So the remaining kilometer is 440 with a relative speed of 110, because 50 plus 60 it is going to come 110, and it is going in an opposite direction, so we have to put plus sign, right? So it is 110 kilometers. So after 4 hours they will cross each other. So 2:45 both the train are running in the same direction, plus 4 hours. So at 6:45 p.m. both the train cross each other. Now they are asking, from Delhi, the first train which is starting from Delhi has covered in 4 hours how many kilometers? So 50 is the speed of the first train and it runs for 4 hours. So 200 kilometers that train is away from Delhi. Railway station of Paris and railway station of Munich is 110 kilometers. So the distance from Paris to Munich is 110 kilometers. Both the trains start from both the railway station at the same time. The Paris train is starting at 20 kilometers per hour and Munich train is starting at 25 kilometers per hour, and both are going in an opposite direction. So when the train are running in an opposite direction, we have to add the speed. So 20 plus 25, that is 45. And they are asking how much time it will take. So time is equal to distance over speed, and distance is 110 kilometers and the relative speed is 45 kilometers per hour. So it will take 2 hours and 44 minutes. A police is trying to catch the thief who is 200 meters away from the police. So this is a thief and this is a police. Now thief is away from the police is 200 meters. And the speed of the thief is 10 kilometers and speed of the police is 11 kilometers. Now they are running for 6 minutes. After 6 minutes, what is the difference between them? So what is the relative speed? S1 minus S2. So 1 kilometers per hour. Now here the distance is given in meter. So you have to convert 1 kilometer into meter per second. So 1 into 5 into 18, so 5 meter per second, 5 into 18 meter per second. It means after 6 minutes what is going to happen? The distance travelled in 6 minutes is speed into time. So 10 into 5 upon 18 meter per second is the speed, and it runs for 6 minutes. Now 6 minutes means 360 seconds. So 6 into 60. So it is 1500, and police runs for 6 minutes is 1650. So after 6 minutes the difference is 150 meter. Trains which are running in opposite direction to each other at a speed of 54 kilometers per hour and 36 kilometers per hour, they cross each other in 10 seconds. If they run in the same direction, then a passenger sitting in the first train cross the slower train 30 seconds. Then to find out the length of both the trains. So train runs in an opposite direction, meet in 10 seconds. So train A, which is running at 54 kilometers per hour, and train B, which is 36 kilometers per hour. So this is a faster train and this is a slower train. Kilometers per hour we have to convert into meter per second. So you have to multiply by 5 upon 18, that is coming to 50 meter per second. 36 kilometer, again you have to convert into meter per second. So that is 10 meter per second. And they are running in the same direction. So their relative speed will be, faster train cross the slower train in 10 seconds. Then they are running in the opposite direction. So when it is running in the opposite direction, you have to put plus sign with the speed. So the relative speed will be 25 meter per second. Now time to cross each other is distance travelled by both the train and the relative speed. Now here the time is given, distance is not given, but speed is given, relative speed that we have found out. So 250 is equal to distance 1 plus distance 2. Now a passenger in first train cross the slow train in 30 seconds. So here 30 seconds is given. And when a train is crossing a passenger or a point or a pole or a tree, we know then it is 0. So distance 1 is 0 and distance 2 we are writing distance 2 divided by 5. So it is 150 meter. And we know d1 plus d2 is 250 meter and 0 plus d2 is 150 meter. So d2 is equal to 100 meter. So d1 is equal to 100 meter. Jeddah and Medina are 100 kilometers away from each other. So this is Jeddah and this is Medina. The distance is 100 kilometers away from each other. If both the cars move in the same direction, they meet each other in 5 hours. So let's say there are scenario 1 in which there are two cars, car 1 and car 2 or A and B, which is moving in the same direction. We are going to start the same question of Jeddah and Medina question. When the two cars are running in the same direction from Jeddah to Medina, in the scenario number 1, they are meeting each other in 5 hours, and if they are running in the opposite direction, then they are meeting in 1 hour. Now you have to find out how much, what is the speed of the first car. So in scenario number 1, let's say they meet each other in 5 hours and distance is d1 plus d2 and speed, because running in the same direction, so relative speed will be speed 1 minus speed 2. So 500 kilometer is d1 and d2 is 100 kilometers. So it will be 5s1 minus 5s2 is equal to 100. This is our first equation. Now in the second scenario, they meet each other in 1 hour if they are running into the opposite direction. So 1 hour 100 kilometer and relative speed will be s1 plus s2. So that is going to be s1 plus s2 is equal to 100. Now you have to balance this equation by multiplication with the 5. So 5s1 plus 5s2 is equal to 500 and 5s1 minus 5s2 is equal to 100. So 10s1 is equal to 600. So it is 60 kilometers per hour. Next question, a train is running at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, caught the another train and left the train behind by 120 meters in 18 seconds. Then find out the speed of the other train. So there are two trains and another train is leaving behind the one train by 120 kilometers in 18 seconds. So caught or meet each other is equal to d1 plus d2 or the difference in the distance, and it is 18 per second is the time and the speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Now 60 kilometers per hour you have to convert into meter per second. It is 50 over 30. So they are meeting in 18 seconds. This is 120 is the speed, and when you convert everything you will get 10 meter per second or 30 kilometers per hour, because 10 meter per second you have to multiply by 18 over 5, that is coming to 30 kilometer per hour. So here we are ending this chapter. Go through all the video lessons, all the questions you have to go through it, write down the questions separately, solve the questions by yourself, match the answers. If it is matching, it means you understood the concept. If it doesn't match, then understand again Do this thing again and again till you master the concept. Thank you very much.